brothers, and you know, we just kind of followed them around through every sport. You know, we did taekwondo together, we played soccer together, and my brother got into wrestling when he was in middle school, so we all became wrestlers as well. And so it's just kind of like follow what your older brothers are doing, and we all kind of stuck on soccer. You know, it was always a dream. You know, you grow up watching Manchester United play. That was the club that my family followed. And you know, it was always that long shot dream when you're playing in the backyard and you know, you say Altman scores for Manchester United, tear your shirt off and go running around the yard like an idiot. But it was a lot of fun, and it's something that you always wanted to do. And then I guess it never really seemed like it was going to be a reality until about the second half of my junior year of college. So I was at a small Division III school, Trinity University, and at that point, you know, Division III players don't usually go pro, but talking to my coach and with his contacts and people that he knew around the world and in England and in MLS, that it seemed like there was actually a possibility for this to happen.
A month after being drafted by Major League Soccer's New England Revolution, Altman was released from the team. Unwilling to give up his dream of playing pro soccer, he ventured north and found a home with a smaller club.
When I came to Minnesota, I was a little bit relieved to have some friendly faces here. You know, the coach, Amos McGee, is the one that brought me in, and Kevin Friedland was a player of mine, or a teammate of mine when we were in Argentina for the Maccabi games. And so to have two friendly faces on staff and to have a coach that I know wanted me there was a big step for me, and it fed me with a lot of confidence. I am vocal on the field. I do think that there are certain ways to do things and there are certain ways not to do things, and I'm not afraid to voice my opinion on that. I'm someone who believes in hard work. I think that if you outwork another team, that there's a good chance that you're going to win that game at whatever level. You know, Kevin Friedland would laugh my rookie year because I was yelling at some of the senior players on the team and some of the older players, and they kind of looked at me like, who's this little, you know, 150-pound twerp that's coming around here trying to boss us around and stuff, you know? And it was just, I know that there's a certain way of doing things, and I'm not afraid to say it.
I've seen a lot in Kyle, both on and off the field, and got to know him. And you know, we as a club, you know, believe he's such a great leader that we made him captain at such a young age. And a lot of that had to do with him, both on and off the field. Really, on the field, you have to be a really good soccer player to be a captain for a club, I feel like. And then off the field, you have to have those leadership qualities that you know, go beyond just what happens on the field, but really try to give a vision and a direction for the team and the club. And he's done all that above and beyond. And he's been somebody that, you know, again, for me, seeing him at a D3 college doing well, and we've switched his position. You know, he originally wasn't a center back. He kind of moved into that role, and we kind of found that we thought that would be a great spot for him. And he flourished. I mean, he flourished for us as a club, and I think he gave us you know, some great stability as we went to the championship and won one year and to the finals the next year.
From day one, when I was on trial here on a long bus ride back from Chicago, he pulled me aside and we started exchanging soccer stories from colleges and stuff. And he was one of the guys. He's one of the guys I hang out with most on the team. I live with him this year, and he's a lot more than just a really good soccer player. I think he's the most vocal guy on our team. He's feel like he's sort of the glue that brings together different guys in our team, and he's everything you want in a captain, really.
Soccer could not be the long-term plan, though. Another dream waited, of going to medical school. After years of putting off school for soccer, the deadline had finally come. Either enroll by August or be forced to start the long testing process over again.
Well, I always knew that soccer wasn't going to be everything. You know, we're not in a culture yet where you can be a professional soccer player and set yourself up for the rest of your life. And so that's something that I always knew and I was always aware of. So even if you make it to the MLS, even if you go overseas, you're not going to be putting money away for retirement. You're going to be living paycheck to paycheck, year to year. And so I wanted to make sure that the opportunities were there in the future for me to expand my horizons. And you know, I'm fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to get a good education and to have a future in that respect. And so I think soccer, life, what it is not about what opportunities you get, it's taking the most of the opportunities that you have. So as being one of the fortunate ones that had the opportunity to go to college and to pursue med school, I want to make the most of that.
It wasn't just this year. I mean, this question has come up the last couple years, whether he continues to play or goes to medical school. And I got to tell you, it's not easy. And it's one of the nice things about getting to work with some really young, talented people, both on the field, but moving on to other aspects of their life that they want to do. And I always told him, I can't really have the answer for you on this one. I think everything's important to try to make decisions in life the best you can, and then you live with them, and then you move on, and hopefully you learn from those decisions. Going into the season, we knew this would be happening, but we certainly also feel like this is a great way to send Kyle off by being part of this transition that we've had and the legacy of what we've done in the past and this current new united team and what we're trying to build for the future. I'm excited no matter what happens that he's a part of these beginning pieces of hopefully a special time for Minnesota soccer.
The advice that I get from my friends who are working their 9-to-5s and their business world and finance majors and all that kind of stuff is to play as long as you can. And I'm not quite playing as long as I can, but I still feel like it's the right time to step away and not pass up this other opportunity that I have. It's going to be an emotional day. I'm going to have my family there. I'm going to have my second family, the fans who have been at all the games for the last 4 years or 5 years and who I've gotten a chance to get to know on a personal level, as well as our relationship that we have on and off the field. And so I hope it doesn't catch up with me and overwhelm me, because soccer becomes such a big part of your identity, especially when you do it as a profession, and it's something that you've done since you could stand and kick a ball. And with the support of your family in the stands and the support of your family throughout the years, and they're there for your last game, it's going to be a very emotional experience. And I'm hoping that maybe just one last time the soccer will actually distract me from everything else that's going on.